Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 11 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan. More questions are being raised about a deadly shooting in Hauser Lake, Idaho. 77-year-old Dennis Rogers saw his barn going up in flames, and when he went outside, he was shot and killed with his own gun. Well, it turns out the suspect, Adam Bennett, was detained by railway police hours before the shooting, and some people are asking why he wasn't taken to jail then. KREM 2's Kyle Simchuk was in Hauser tonight for a town hall meeting.
Multiple people asked the sheriff why Bennett was cited and released by BNSF railway police hours before the deadly shooting, given the fact that he already had multiple warrants out for his arrest. Sheriff Robert Norris says he's launching a separate investigation. Every seat was taken at tonight's town hall. 3 chairs set out for the family of 77-year-old Dennis Rogers.
Can we just have a moment of silence real quick?
He was shot on his own property with his own gun last month while investigating a barn fire. His wife, Joanne, called 911. She found her husband dead from a single gunshot wound.
It was a little chaotic out there. And so the deputies had to secure the scene first to make sure it was safe for firefighters.
Adam Bennett is now facing several charges, including first-degree murder. Deputies describe him as a transient who's been in trouble with the law before.
He spent the last year in Spokane, where he was arrested and imprisoned for a majority of the year. He had been released about, I believe, 6 or 7 days prior to coming over to Cooney County.
According to court documents, Bennett was detained hours before the shooting when BNSF railway police caught him trying to illegally board a train. At that time, Bennett had 2 unrelated warrants out for his arrest, but officers released him.
I have initiated an investigation that will encompass all of that activity. We're very, very early on in that investigation, but I will be looking at every component of that, from the contact to the computer screens to our response.
Sheriff Norris encouraged citizens to keep an eye out for suspicious activity.
We look for opportunities where we can be the eyes and the ears of Sheriff Norris.
Thomas Bonham is a member of a local community watch group. He says there's not enough law enforcement resources, especially in remote areas of Kootenai County.
We've got single moms that live here. We've got elderly people. We just kind of watch out for each other's backs. We communicate a lot.
At the end of the town hall, a line of people offering hugs and condolences to Dennis Rogers' wife and kids.
Really sorry for her loss, and just an absolute tragedy, and there was no reason for it.
And as part of that separate investigation, Sheriff Norris says he's requesting the body cam video of that BNSF officer who detained Bennett to see exactly what happened and what may have gone wrong there. Reporting in Hauser, Idaho, Kyle Simchuk, KREM 2 News.
Turning to a developing story tonight, a man wanted in connection with a deadly drive-by shooting on Spokane's South Hill is in custody in Coeur d'Alene, awaiting extradition back to Spokane. Police arrested 56-year-old Stephen Blaine Branowski. Previously on March 2nd, Spokane police say 28-year-old Amar Johnson was killed after a shooting near West 7th Avenue and South Jefferson Street. Branowski was arrested by Coeur d'Alene police on Friday after officers noticed him at a restaurant in downtown. Now to our night beat with a quick look at the day's top stories. A murder suspect made his first appearance in Spokane County Superior Court today. Charles Jackson Jr. is charged with first-degree murder.
One thing for sure, 2 things for certain. When we do encounter with each other, somebody dying, 2 people are dying, okay? And put it like this, I'm gonna be the last one to die.
Well, that's a video police say the suspect recently posted to social media. According to court documents, 49-year-old Jackson allegedly shot a man on a footbridge near a Spokane fire station in Browns Addition. That happened back on March 7th. This weekend, Spokane police released that video of Jackson saying that he was going to hurt officers if confronted. He was arrested this past Saturday and is being held on a $500,000 bond. His next court appearance is set for March 29th. Well, if you drive an Uber or Lyft in Washington, you might soon be seeing better pay and benefits in the state. House Bill 2076, the Expand Fairness Bill, is headed to the governor's desk for a signature. If passed, it'll create the highest labor standards for Lyft and Uber drivers in the country, expanding pay raises, benefits, and protections statewide. Washington would be the first state to give sick leave, workers' compensation, and protection against unfair termination to rideshare drivers. Washington's controversial spring black bear hunting season is once again on hold this year. The Washington Wildlife Commission decided against a plan to allow permits in a meeting over the weekend. However, the vote does not impact another potential hunting season coming up in the fall. And that was your Night Beat. To learn more about any of these stories, just text us the word night to 509-448-2000 and we'll send them directly to your phone. All right, let's talk weather now because it is officially spring now, and a lot of us woke up to a rain-snow mix this morning, including myself at my house here on the South Hill. Let's get outside to meteorologist Jeremy Legoo. Jeremy, I see you no longer have the umbrella, and you are telling me by Wednesday we're going to be in the 60s.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it?
Oh my goodness, yeah, bring it on.
But this is spring. This is how spring works. Let's do it. Things are drying out, and that's a good sign for our shifting weather pattern. 40 degrees right now here in Spokane, 39 in Sandpoint and Coeur d'Alene, mid-40s in both Wenatchee and Moses Lake, and that cloud cover gonna do a decent job from keeping us dropping too much in terms of temperatures tonight. A couple of spots where we're still squeezing out a bit of moisture, but for the most part, our drying trend is starting. What we're going to see is a little cloud cover tomorrow. By tomorrow afternoon, we start clearing out some of those clouds as temperatures climb, and believe it or not, we're in the 50s by tomorrow, 60s by Wednesday, and staying warm for the rest of the week. Coming up, I'm going to let you know just why we warm up so much.